Hey guys, welcome to today's video. We're just gonna do some prepping. This isn't necessarily meal prepping. What I'm doing right now is I'm doing my vegetable cut-ups and fruits and vegetables, and I guess I'll cut my greens. So you know how some people say like they'll say like they're gonna eat collard greens and mustard greens. I personally feel like mustard greens are just too bitter for me. I have to add like sugar and baking soda to make it soft and sweet like I like it. So I just eat spinach. Like, spinach is a green, and I don't see what's the difference in it. Spinach not only cooks in 10 seconds, but it takes on any flavor. Like, if you add onion and garlic, it's gonna taste really, really good. So I don't really get that, but whatever. So yeah, I'm cooking my greens, but I'm cutting up my vegetables today. So I got my little plastic cuppies here. I also got to make my sauces for the week. So I already have that avocado sauce, so I'm good. But I typically will make like banana paste. I don't even know how to explain this, but basically I use dates, bananas, water, and I use that, and I add lemon to it, and I use that as like a spread on certain things that I just want to eat for sweet. Or I'll make ice cubes out of them, and I'll add them to the smoothie to make them sweet. So that's one of the things. Yeah, I'm running the dishwasher right now, and that's typically what I'll put my pineapple chunks in, are the things that are in the dishwasher. But I wasn't even thinking, oh boy, hopefully this is sweet. It's not tasting very sweet. No, I really hate that. I hate when I get a pineapple and it's not sweet. Like, let me see something. Oh shit. Yeah, this one is not very sweet. I can't be mad at it. I mean, it's fruit, and with fruit, you just honestly never know what the fuck's gonna happen. So okay. And when pineapple is so weird, you gotta take off so much. Like, there's not even a smell. That's how you know it's just not a sweet pineapple. Okay, where is this? Oh, lime? Okay. Put that to the side. See how much, like, space pineapple takes up. Cut this. So I weighed myself this morning. I have been at a steady 202, and I'm actually pretty happy. Oh, these are just not good pineapples. Oh my gosh. Don't you wish that you could just take fruit back to the grocery store? Can you? Because these are not good. I mean, they're not like spoiled or anything, but you guys know what I mean, right? Like, let me see something. Like, I can already tell that I'm just, like, it's just, oh, wow. Oh, wow. You know what? These aren't ripe. They're not ripe. That's what's wrong with it. It's gotta be that, because they're still very white and hard. Like, look at that. Isn't that crazy? Like, okay, so that was a fail. Think, how can I contain these? Let me see something. You know what? I'll just cut these in half and put these in a container, because, and see what happens with these, because I don't know. Well, back to the drawing board, I guess, on that one. I guess I'll just cut up my garlic, onion, and bell pepper. I need to, now I'm gonna preheat the oven, so I'm gonna just cut up all this garlic, because I'm cooking chicken, neck bones, and spinach today, and this garlic has honestly been in there for a while now, and it's just time to get rid of it. Okay. But yeah, so anyway, like I said, guys, I weighed myself at 202 today, which is cool, because I mean, at least it's a steady, Like before, when I would eat bad, my weight would just jump back to like 211, and that would just really frustrate me. Like just over anything. If I ate a burger, if I did anything, and I'm like, what the hell is up with my weight, you know? Is this thing not sitting right? Like what's going on here? So instead, so now that, you know, I didn't eat that great last night, and I ate good the whole day, but I had those wings last night from Pizza Hut, and I'm still good. I'm at 202. So, I mean, it's like, it's kind of like things are really starting to happen with this. Like, I'm truly losing the weight, and I can still eat and not gain back a bunch of weight. But now I know you guys, like, once again, I know that a lot of people, I feel like I have to say this in every vlog, because every vlog I get like 5 comments, and people who aren't commenting are probably thinking to themselves like, girl, stop paying attention to the scale. But for me, the scale works. Like, paying attention to it works. So I just feel like you really have to do what works with you. For some of you, like, that's intimidating, or it doesn't motivate you, because that's what you told me in the comments, to keep losing weight when you're looking at the scale. You care more about your pants falling off or whatever. For me personally, that's not how I determine, because of the way that my body is built, like, that's not really how I determine weight. I mean, I've already gone down a size in pants, but even when I was younger, like, I never really went down pant sizes and all that and fit into this and that. Like, that's not really how my body loses weight, and I don't know how to explain it. Like, it's like, once my hips grow, it's very hard for them to go down, because there's like a bone there. It's like my bone grows with my body or something. I don't know. So unless my bones get smaller, you know what I'm saying? That's the only way I know that I would definitely be losing weight. But yeah, I mean, my hip bones stick out pretty far. So I mean, I'm hoping I'm just not a permanent size 12 or 14 or whatever at Express, but you know, you never know. Ugh. So yeah, that's why it was kind of exciting when I had to go return back those pants, because my stomach went down so much that the pants were just falling when I was walking and stuff, and it just didn't look right. So I did that like a couple weeks ago. I had to return these pants that I bought at Express. I'm kind of glad I did though, because those pants were kind of expensive, and I know you guys said like don't buy anything until you're done, but it's like losing weight. My body's always gonna fluctuate, so I'm just gonna buy. For right now, the goal is to go smaller, so yeah, I could buy like a size or 2 down. But at the same time, one of the things that I've learned is buy for your size. Don't buy for the size that you want to be or what you think you'll be, you know? It's weird. Oh, I hate the way that he bags stuff up. He always puts a knot right there, and I'm like, why do you put a knot in the bag? That's so unnecessary. How much of this do I want? Let's do, this is a big ass onion he picked out. Oh my gosh, this is huge. I'll save that. I'm probably gonna eat more of this onion. Does anybody else just love onions? I really do like them. Yeah, so guys, let me tell y'all about last night. Okay, so last night, Friday, was an interesting day at class. Y'all, I ended up, so okay, there is nobody at this class I am genuinely interested in except for one guy, and he sits behind me, and he's young as usual. I don't know what's up with me, y'all, but I just love young dudes. I really do. Like, there's just something about like I don't know. I mean, I feel like I just like people in general. Like, I fall in love with personalities. Like, I genuinely just, you know, and it's not even like I fall hard. I just fall in love with people, or I have to say I'm attracted to people all the time, but it doesn't mean that I'm gonna do something about it. I'm just attracted to people. And this guy in class, like, And I used to be one of those people that wasn't attracted to nobody. So this is great for me. But yeah, so I met this guy, I mean, in class. He sits behind me. He's kind of shy, and I think he's a pretty nice person. But I don't know. Like, the thing that attracted to me was like his skin. Like, I really like when guys have, you know, when they shave, when they don't necessarily shave, because you know how it is with our skin. If you shave your face and you have thick, coarse hair, you get like a bunch of bumps in your face, things like that. I like when people just like they don't need to necessarily shave their face all the time. They'll just use clippers and call it a day. I love that. Like, so he, you know, when I turned around and I talked to him, and I was like, how do you keep your face so smooth? Like, because his hair, it looks like he doesn't grow hair, but then when you look at him, okay, it's like, oh shit, he grows hair. His face is just really, really, really smooth. He told me that he said he goes to the barber once a month or twice a month maybe, and he goes and he gets his hair trimmed up. And I was just like, oh, okay, so that's it. You know, he said that they just use the clippers. And I was just like, oh my gosh. I'm a mess. I really like that. So yeah, that was like the most I talked to him. And he seemed to really like that question, because me and him, he doesn't really talk that much in class. He was only talking to the guys. He probably has like a kid or something. I mean, I'm not surprised. I just, you know, obviously at my age, I'm 27. And if I'm trying to date anybody in my age range, they're gonna have kids, believe me. Especially if they're an attractive, like, person, they're usually just gonna have kids. And that's, you know, it's whatever. So yeah, what's that noise? I keep hearing this weird noise. Does anybody else cut their garlic like this? I like garlic slivers. I feel like that like cooks the flavor. Like, you know when you go to those fancy, bad tasting, like no flavor, expensive restaurants, and they put like the whole clove of garlic? I feel like that doesn't really, the taste, I don't really taste the garlic like that all the time. I don't know. I feel like you need to cut garlic to taste it. I feel like you need to cut most vegetables to taste it, which is why I'm baffled at a lot of these fancy places. Alright, so yesterday we had to do an exercise in class where we had to, basically we had to talk to each other. We had to create a job scenario where the person, like your boss was not talking to you right, and you had to evaluate the situation and say like what they could have done better, what was wrong with the whole situation. In my group, they picked the damn strip club, so like I was basically his assistant and one of the guys, and I had to tell him what the strippers were doing wrong, and I didn't even know that that was the thing that we were doing. I was like, wait, what? Wait, hold up. I thought that we were just gonna make up strippers. I didn't know he was gonna call the other two girls in the group strippers. So there was 3 girls, one of them was me. And then there was a DJ. It was so stupid. Like we didn't even come up with a plan. Like everybody else kind of had theirs planned out. We did not. And I think we pissed off one of the girls in the group. I know we definitely did. I should have cut up my fruits first because the vegetables, whatever. So needless to say, y'all, we had the class rolling as usual. Like our little skit, like because he told me, everybody else sat down and did theirs, but he told me, like the guy who I did my skit with, he was like, we'll do it in front of the class. So I was like, oh, okay. So me and him, we go outside, and he literally says to me, don't worry about it. Like, just follow my lead. So I'm like, okay. Y'all, this nigga, he gonna go. This boy goes, puts on a glove, and I'm like, wait, what's the glove for? He was like, don't worry about it, don't worry about it. So I'm like, okay. And so I follow behind him. He starts yelling at the make-believe strippers, talking about y'all need to be on the floor. And I'm like, oh no. Because those girls are her classmates. Like, y'all, I was so embarrassed. I didn't even want no part of this play. And one of the girls, she was really just not having it. But y'all, everybody in the class was laughing, like crying, laughing. They thought it was so funny. And honestly, where I sit at is basically the peanut gallery. Like, we all bounce off of each other's energy. But that's typically how it is for me. Like, I'm typically a pretty outgoing personality, but for some reason, my teacher keeps saying that I tell all the secrets, and I'm like, what are you talking about? I don't tell nobody's business. I don't even know what you're talking about. Like, she called me out one day on like one joke that we made, and like, I was like, she's the one who said it, but we didn't say what the joke was. It was just an inside joke. And so now after that, like, she's like, you tell all the secrets, and I'm like, why do you keep saying that? Like, that's kind of pissing me off. It's a little bit weird in the class, but yeah, it was weird. So anyway, basically they think I'm like the class clown as usual, and like, because I remember they had turned to page 69 and they all looked at me, and I'm like, what y'all looking at me for? I am not that obvious with my jokes, you know. I do more, you know what I'm saying? I wouldn't make such an obvious 69 joke, like, you know, but whatever. So that's basically my title in the class, because, you know, I mean, I get bored in class. I'm a hands-on type of person, and I like to cut up sometimes, you know. I be having fun. So yeah, that was yesterday's class. But and so basically my point, I almost got off subject. So there's a guy who I sit next to who all the girls like in the class. I personally am not that crazy about him. I don't think he's all that cute, but I can tell that in the area that I'm in, this dude is like one of the best things to offer. But to me, he's not. I mean, he's not bad looking, and I'm pretty sure he showers every day, but he's just, I know what I like, and he's just not my type, and that's okay. But all the girls in class like him. Like, even like the bougie type of girl, she kind of likes him. And then like there's kind of like a hood rat girl in the front, she likes him too. And so yesterday I had to take the hood rat girl home, and she told me that she likes him, to do the dress, and I was like, okay, cool, you know. And then so then she said that she was feeling him, but she saw that he was feeling me, so she left him alone. And I was like, oh, I said, girl, I said, I'm not interested in him. I told her that even the bougie girl likes him too, so y'all can have at him. And so, because you know how it is, if you're a woman, you know kind of how it is. If you're a person that's interested in anybody, and there's like, you say what your picks are. Like, if we're just being real here, that's basically what she was just saying. Like, those are her picks. Okay, guys, so we're all done cutting up the vegetables. I think this is enough. I think, because what I'm gonna do is, I think I'm gonna cook half of these. Personally, I like to pan sear these to lock in the flavor, and then I'll bake them or boil them. So I think I'm gonna boil. No, I'm gonna bake then boil. That's what I'm gonna do. Because if I pan sear, I'll have to add oil. So let me preheat the oven. And so when I was on my way taking her home, you know, she was telling me who she likes, and so I just told her, I was like, girl, you like, y'all are free to talk to him. He is cute, but I told her, I said, I like the guy that sits behind me, the dark-skinned guy. And no, I don't like him because he's dark-skinned. Guys, I'm not like that. I really don't care about all that shit. Like, you know, I'm just attracted to whatever I'm attracted to. But this guy just so happens to be dark-skinned. Okay, I'm gonna talk to my sister who's calling me, but I'll probably just bleep it out and just fast forward this part. I don't know. You know what? That's very interesting. Like, so many things to talk about. Like, even in my class yesterday, I had, like, it was a weird experience. So I forget, like, sometimes in my class, you know, I get comfortable with I have a funny way. I mean, I have my own sense of humor, okay? It may be funny to some people, and it may not be funny to some people. So in my class, you know, I'm kind of known as like the class clown or whatever. So I made this guy, he made like a little joke saying that he was passing out flyers, and that this lady, when he was backing away, was like, no, I don't want no flyers. I don't want no flyers. So, you know, we're in a job class, so I was like, oh, okay. I was like, well, what kind of flyers were you passing out? And he said they're volunteer flyers. He was like, for the church. And I was like, oh, sure. I said, I would have did the same thing. So I was making, obviously, a stupid joke, and everybody, and like some of the classmates laughed, but then some of them got offended. They were like, oh no, like, you know, I'm religious, like, you know, I don't play about God. And I'm like, nigga, you've been to prison like 4 times. This girl, she's really dramatic. She says, you know, I don't play about God. And I said, good. I said, I really don't care, because it's a joke. Y'all do that shit to Jehovah's Witnesses all the time. Get the fuck out of here. So then he said something like, now this is an older man, he's not mean, but he did say something like, you know, we all gonna end up at the same place. And so I said, okay, listen guys, since we're going here and people want to get offended, we all come from different things, and not all of us believe in the same thing. You know, we got Muslims, we got Christians, we got Jehovah's Witnesses. Not everybody believes in heaven and hell, okay? So I just have to say that to the class to remind people that we're over here talking, like, the whole subject was to respect people and their backgrounds, and y'all over here trying to push your Christianity on people, and you don't know what the fuck people are, okay? And I didn't like how they were trying to make it seem like, ooh, it's so bad that I said that. No.
If you don't want to take some stupid thing for somebody else's church, then you shouldn't have to take it.
Yeah, and then he tried to say something kind of undermined it, something like, when he was reading, like, respect other people's blah, and so then
that, what does that have to do with it? Then respect my not wanting to, you know?
Exactly. Like, you know, that's just how it is with black people. Like, yeah, exactly. I'm like, I don't think that some of y'all know what the word respect is, because, you know, we're talking about respecting other people's backgrounds. But yeah, I don't know, I just feel, and so then later on, he did, like, the class was kind of being weird. I don't know. But because they were trying to make me seem like I'm the one who's starting stuff and doing this, and you know, and that's not. When they're being tested about something that they don't even know about, they love getting on the defense. You know what I'm saying? But because I'm confident in what I believe in, and I don't need to push nothing on nobody. You know what I'm saying? Like, it didn't offend me. I was fine with it. Yeah, that little incident happened. Yeah, I'm like, what? You know, how you gonna try to push this? Talking about we all know. No. I said, you don't know where I'm gonna end up at. I told him, I said, you don't know what I believe in. And I was telling that to the class, you know. Where I said, when you go to a plant, you're all gonna be walking with different walks of life, and not everybody's gonna believe what you believe in. You know, and I'm really glad, like, I really wasn't trying to get into it in class about it, but that was all I needed to say. But then he came over to me and he says, Miss Irma, I wanted to apologize. He says, I wasn't trying to be offensive when I said that. And so I told him, I was like, it's not a problem. Like, you know, we're all like, because they were trying to make it seem like me and him were having such a big conflict, and we weren't. We were having a discussion. You know, I wasn't.
Discussion, gosh.
Yeah.
Anything that's being a little bit tested in their little small fragile world is combative.
I mean, and I was cool with people not looking at me the same, just because I had made a joke. Yes, crazy. I'm like, y'all are that crazy about God. All y'all, that was the crazy part about it. Okay, so these people were definitely contradicting themselves. I understand, okay, people can change, but like these people in the class, like, they still talking about dumb shit that they would do. That was the crazy part. So y'all definitely haven't learned. You're just basically trying to use God's name in vain. The problem is not the religion, it's the people who practice it. Like, you got a bunch of crazy people, you know. So yeah, I just couldn't. I was really trying with the class that night, but yeah, I mean, but you know, we brought it back, but I just didn't like how they tried to victimize me and try to make me seem like me and this dude were having a conflict, and they literally tried to act like I was like the exorcist or Satan or something in class. It was so weird. Like, this one girl, she turned back, like the crazy girl who always has her boobs out, the one who I had to take home because she walks home at night. She over here talking about you know, I'm super religious. I'm like, girl, calm down, calm down. Oh, okay, yeah. Okay, I'll talk to you later. All right, bye. Hey guys, okay, I was having a conversation with my sister about just like different things going on with my life. So, well, we've been talking for a while. I'm just gonna bleep out some parts of it. Anyway, I'm thinking like it literally smells like Thanksgiving in this bitch. So I'm just gonna go in with a browning bag to tenderize it, because I was just trying to think like, how can I do this without adding any like too much fat to this? So I got my pre-cut chicken breast. I'm letting those things cook a little bit longer, but actually I'm about to take it out because it's been cooking for about 30 minutes, and then we're just gonna add all the ingredients into a browning bag and let it all just cook. So I'm gonna pan sear this with the onion and the garlic a little bit, and then put this on top and let that cook. And I'm gonna raise the fire to like a 4, and then we're gonna get started on that side now, because I do need to get going. I need to head to the gym. I gotta do some editing. I need to do my makeup and do a try-on haul. Like a couple things need to get done actually today. And so while that's boiling, I'm gonna take this, season it in the water a little bit, just a little bit. That's good. And then add in all my spinach. I just rinsed it in the bag, y'all. So chill. So chill. So that's 1 bag of spinach. And then we'll do another bag of it. And I'm gonna let that cook down, and then I'll stir it and then add in the other bag to there. And I'm not gonna really season the spinach too much because the meat's gonna be seasoned, and when I mix it in with the meat juice and all that, like when I go eat it, it's just gonna basically like season itself really good. So there's that. Oh, let's check on this. Okay, that's doing good. All right, let's get started with this part. So here's the browning bag, and I'm just gonna put this in here right now. All this. This is how I used to cook when I was living in Austin. I just miss that shit. And then we're gonna add the meat over here and cut it in half. I mean, I should just cook the chicken whole, but because the pieces are so large, but I think I'm just gonna cook it in half. And this is a really big bag. So I'm just gonna lower the fire on this. I put it all the way down to a low, just so that it can cook without burning up too much or anything. Let the oil spread on here. According to keto, it's okay for me to use butter. Because I read on this thing on Pinterest, yeah, it has no carbs in it, which I had no idea. I'm really surprised. So I just bought some unsalted butter from H-E-B. I don't like salted because I don't want all that extra unnecessary sodium in my body. So yeah, let me just cut this. I did use some coconut oil, but I feel like coconut oil is just way too fatty. So I'm just gonna put that on there and let that pan sear a bit. Oops. And nobody better not say, where's the rosemary? Because I don't really like rosemary like that. And the reason why I've never really used butter in my cooking is because butter is like, it's dairy, and I don't like it that much. So I'll probably have to find like a vegan option, just because, you know, dairy makes me break out really bad. Okay, so that's enough butter there. Yeah. Oh shit, I forgot to tell you guys, I bought bacon last night. Like, I bought bacon for the first time in a year or so. Like, this whole keto thing surprisingly has, like, has me eating. So I haven't eaten butter in a long time, haven't eaten bacon, and I went and bought cheese. Haven't bought cheese in a really long time either. I can't believe this. I bought 2 different ones, American and Colby Jack, so. Let me turn this down. Ooh, that's boiling. Let me turn that down. That's only on a 3? Dang. I'm gonna add in my last bag of spinach to here. It's a lot of spinach. A lot. So now I'm just gonna cut this chicken in half. It's a little frozen, but this knife is pretty good, I think. These knives are by Faberware for people who are asking, and I bought them about 4 years ago. No, 5 years ago. I kind of fucked them up because I put them in a dishwasher, and you really shouldn't be doing that with your knives. Just wipe them with my lazy ass. So yeah. Ugh. So before my sister called, I think we were talking about the guys. Basically, there's a dude in my class who all the girls like, and he is actually not that bad looking, but he's just not my type, and I feel like I can't really level up with him, and I don't even want like a friends with benefits relationship. I know what I like as far as friends with benefits go, and he's not it. Like, I can just tell. Like, I know what kind of personality I like. I know. And there's a guy in class who I do like, and I don't want that guy in the class to get the idea that I'm interested in any of these dudes, because, you know, they talk and stuff, and I don't want them to be saying that I'm theirs. You know what I'm saying? Like, but first I need to figure out if this dude has like kids. So that's what I was getting at. Like, I don't know if, because he's young. Okay, I obviously decided to film on a day that I did not even, you know, charge my battery. So we're gonna rinse these out. Now I gotta go rinse these. I cooked them a little too long. I don't like my spinach to cook too long because, you know, I'm not trying to cook out all the nutrients. But at least it's not empty calories. So even if I eat it, it's not like, you know what I mean? Alright, so I seasoned the chicken. We're just gonna throw the chicken up in here. You know, I already cut them in half and everything. Let me check on this. Okay, cool. All this is cooked down. I had on a little low fire. Oh yeah, that's perfect. Perfect. Put that on the back burner. And I'm gonna take out the other stuff now out of the oven. Let's see. Oh, that's a hot blast. Wow. What is that? Oh, water? What the hell? Okay. Let me see something. Okay. There we go. This one may have cooked a little bit too long. We got a lot of oil going on down there. Let's see. This is definitely, I mean, it's obviously not cooked. Very, very salty. So, I could easily just boil this and make like a little stew out of this. I don't know. I gotta think about this one. Wow. Salty. Okay, you know what? I'm gonna put this in a browning bag and let this cook a little bit, because the chicken isn't gonna cook very long. But I'm wondering if I should have just boiled this and made this into like a soup or something. I don't know. Let's see what happens. This could be good in spinach, so I'm really not sure what to do with this. This is an interesting little dilemma I have here. Let me see. I don't know if I should. Oh wow, that's really good. Oh my gosh. I don't know if I should bake this or I should put this in here and boil it. But I also feel like I'm curious to see if this falls off the bone. So you know what? I'm gonna do half and half. That's what I'll do. I'm gonna bake a couple pieces and then I'll boil. Like this one, that's a huge piece. Yeah, I'll do those 2 pieces. I'm just gonna throw this in like this, close it up, and bake that for like 45 minutes and see how that goes. Okay, just gonna take that was in the dishwasher and just move these over. Oop. I'm gonna have to add some more water to this. This is my first, I've never like really cooked greens, I'll be honest with y'all. And this is like a last minute idea. I didn't think about cooking it with it, but I mean spinach cooks too fast anyway to really be trying to like cook meat with it. So yeah. Alright, we're just gonna put that in there. Put that in there. That in there. And then use some of that juice in here. All that juice. And these onions, whatever. Anybody else cook like this? Like, oh my gosh, I'm a mess. I don't know what I'm doing. I'm gonna add some water to this, put a lid on it, and let that cook for a little bit. I'm gonna just throw that in there with those. All right, let's check on this chicken. Check on this chicken. It's hot. Oh. Oh, it's hot. Oh, wow. Oh. Something smells like it's burning. Hopefully I didn't burn this. Okay, let's see. Is this chicken done? Oh, the chicken looks like it could be done. Let's see. I just love these because it's almost like cooking with a crock pot. You just leave it in there and let that cook down and call it a day. See this big ass piece of, this looks like it's done. Let's see something. Oh, that's too, damn it, I hate when it does that shit. See, now I don't even know if it's cooked or not. Let me see something. Oh, that's cooked. It just looked pink right here. I'm like, is that cooked or not? I don't know. Okay. These are just tough pieces of meat, but I like mine to kind of like fall off the bone a little bit. You know what I mean? Ooh. Okay. Definitely more tender than it was. I don't know. Let's see. Alright guys, so we're all done with all the food. This is just like the greens and meat portion. I was gonna make mashed potatoes, but that's not on the keto list. Alright, from left to right, I just have green beans and spinach, and then it just has like, you know, the seasonings and the onions and all that stuff. This stuff is lightly seasoned. And then in here, I put that in a browning bag, and the juice from the browning bag I put in here. And yeah, these once again are just smoked turkey necks. I like them, and I did lightly season them. And then over here I've got just chicken with vegetables and seasoning. And I got the eggplant over here because I gotta go pick up some squash. I'm gonna make my eggplant squash mash tonight because I really do like mashed potatoes with these type of foods. So potatoes are not on the keto list, so I can't eat them. Anyway, guys, thanks for watching. Talk to you later. Bye.